Hello, my name is Joshua Kirby. My project-based learning assignment is a food truck competition. And the children, 5th grade and older, are going to be tasked with designing their own food truck, along with reading the book called Lunch Money by Andrew Clements, which incorporates a lot of economic concepts and topics and teaches children as they go along through this assignment. So through read-alouds in the classroom, students will then be introduced to certain vocabulary and economic concepts that we will describe together. Then they will break off into their groups to interact with their peers for further discussion, to share knowledge so that they can learn those concepts and apply them as they understand and apply as they go through this. This is also a good way to monitor their progress as they move through this PBL assignment. It's multifaceted and dynamic in that it incorporates a lot of those core concepts, such as reading. It's hands-on, it's a collaborative group effort with social interaction, but also it's a good way to approach learning, meaning that students interact with content, learning goals in several ways that I mentioned. Also, by incorporating real-world examples, it will increase the student interest, therefore increasing student engagement as well as interaction. Not only will it increase student engagement by working together in small groups, using social interaction as a learning tool, but it also will challenge them having to work as a team and to create an effective business. So they'll have to incorporate some of those economics, concepts, and skills efficiently, but it'll also be challenging to hold themselves accountable as well as their business partners accountable. Using efficient business practices, they'll have to analyze costs and understand logistics, and also, is the design of their food truck, is it going to be functional? So that also incorporates functionality and, spatial awareness, things of that matter. This project-based learning assignment also incorporates a lot of Bloom's taxonomy concepts. As we read through the book, Lunch Money by Andrew Clements, the first thing they'll do, obviously, to remember, where they'll be able to, as they apply that and they research and they apply that, first understanding those concepts would be the next thing, and applying them to new situations, which would be their research or their food truck. And when they design and come up with their idea, they'll be able to apply those vocabulary words and understand them into their business practices. And then by having small groups and sharing knowledge, they'll be able to draw connections among their ideas. One of the things that I've seen in the past that I did 2 years ago when we did this actual project is I brought in some successful food truck business owners, and they were able to explain to the kids kind of in a cool way those concepts and what they needed to start their own food truck. Once they've evaluated and affirmed that they have a good business plan, a business idea, and we reach the completion of the book and we come to the end of the PBL assignment, they will then go through the creation process, which includes, making a menu, logo, advertising, and a blueprint of the food truck, which they could plot on a graph paper coordinate plane. Then they'll design a scale model to show the functionality of their food truck model. Once the PBL unit is complete, I will check for student learning and knowledge by incorporating a rubric. But first of all, I'll make sure that the project is clearly aligned with the parameters. And I will do this by incorporating a rubric. And the rubric will have a few things that they can score 1 to 5 on. 1 would be the menu design. Is it original? Is it functional? Meaning, is there too much on there? Is there not enough? And it has a clear design of the product. Another thing would be the logo. Is there a logo? Is the logo clear? Does it clearly express what the business is and what the business is all about? The advertisement, which could be a commercial or something like that, is it original? And does it explain clearly what the business is? The functionality, is it functional? Which would also be the design of the food truck, the placement of the food truck. Is it somewhere where there's a lot of traffic? Is there other business or competition? So that's something I would want to know. The design, is the design original? Is it creative? And then the final thing I would incorporate would be a group rating, where the students rate each other. This just would give them some accountability and a little bit of interaction. Fun thing to maybe incorporate at the end of this project would be to have the students pitch their product and food truck concept idea to other students and other staff in the building in a Shark Tank type situation. That might be fun for everyone involved, and it would increase engagement for sure, and it would be a fun way to end the project. And you could also check for understanding by seeing if they can clearly explain their product and their model to the rest of the class. Thank you.